Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're going to tackle a book that really shook things up for a lot of people regarding money.
That's right.
We're diving into the core ideas from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Our goal here is to maybe challenge some, common beliefs about getting ahead financially.
Absolutely, because that traditional advice, go to school, find a safe job, save diligently, the book argues it can actually be, a kind of trap.
A trap. Interesting.
Yeah, what the author calls the rat race. We're going to explore a completely different way of thinking today, one focused on making your money work for you, not the other way around.
Okay, and we want to give you the clearest shortcuts to understanding this alternative mindset, maybe spark a few aha moments about building wealth.
Definitely.
So the book really sets up this strong contrast, doesn't it? These two paths represented by the poor dad versus the rich dad. Let's start with the familiar one, the poor dad's path.
Right, the so-called rat race.
This is that work for money mentality. You value job security, the steady paycheck is, the main goal.
And the financial habits often follow that pattern. You earn, you spend, maybe you take on debt for things that, don't actually make you money liabilities.
Like a bigger mortgage or car payments.
Exactly. Which means you need to keep working, chasing that next paycheck just to cover everything. It's a cycle. Can be a real struggle, even if your income goes up over time.
Okay, so that's the trap. Now let's flip it, the rich dad's path. This sounds completely different.
It really is. The mindset here is focused squarely on making money work for you. It's about financial freedom, about ownership, building up assets systematically.
So not just working harder at the job.
Not primarily, no. What's really key here is the focus shifts to actively acquiring things that generate income. Assets.
Right.
And maybe using tools like, say, legal structures, companies, and consistently investing. The aim isn't just a bigger paycheck, it's building systems where your money makes more money. That leads to real wealth and, importantly, freedom.
Okay, this next idea feels like where things get really interesting for a lot of folks. It's not just about how much you earn. It's about how much you actually keep. And this whole asset versus liability thing, it seems simple, but people often get it backwards, don't they?
They really do. And it's crucial. If we boil it down, a true asset puts money into your pocket, period. Think investments, maybe a rental property that cash flows, a business you own.
Okay, money in.
Money in. Whereas a liability consistently takes money out of your pocket. Things like car loans, credit card debt, even your primary residence if it's mainly costing you money through the mortgage, taxes, upkeep, without generating income.
That clarification is huge. So for you listening, maybe a practical step is just try listing things out. 2 columns. What puts money in my pocket? What takes money out? A basic personal balance sheet.
Great starting point. It forces you to be honest about where the money flows.
Which leads right into this concept of minding your own business. And he doesn't mean your 9-to-5 job.
No, not at all. He means minding your business, building your asset column, separate from your profession.
So how does someone even start thinking about that if they're, caught in that earn-spend cycle?
Well, one angle the book stresses is working to learn, not just to earn.
Oh, okay.
Seek out jobs or experiences, maybe even within your current job, that teach you valuable skills. Things like sales, marketing, negotiation, leadership. These aren't just job skills. They become your assets.
Skills you can use anywhere, potentially, to build that asset column.
Exactly. And it fosters a different way of thinking. Instead of just saying, I can't afford that, the mindset shifts to asking, okay, how can I afford that? It sparks problem solving, financial intelligence.
Right, moving from limitation to possibility. What else is key here?
Well, this ties into understanding the rules of the game, specifically how money and taxes work. The book points out that the wealthy often don't just complain about taxes.
They learn the system.
They learn the system. A big part of that, according to the book, is using corporations, not just for legal protection, but as a financial tool.
How so?
Think about it like this. An employee earns money, pays income tax on the gross amount, and then spends what's left.
Right, standard way.
A corporation, structured correctly, can earn income, spend money on legitimate business expenses, travel, maybe some education, benefits, things like that first, and then pay taxes on the remaining profit.
So the order's flipped. Spend first on deductible things, then tax.
Precisely. It's a significant structural advantage if you understand how to use it legally and ethically, of course. It requires financial education.
So wrapping up this deep dive, it feels like the core message isn't just work harder or save more. It's more fundamental.
It really is. It's about changing your mindset, getting educated about how money actually works, focusing relentlessly on acquiring those income-producing assets.
And being willing to maybe take calculated risks instead of just seeking security.
Exactly. That combination seems to be the separator.
So here's a final thought for you to consider building on this. The book suggests anyone can learn to be financially free. If that's true, what's one specific mindset shift or maybe one small action you could take today to start moving down that path? Something to think about.